What is up, you guys? We're back here, and as you can see, yeah, things look a little bit different. You hear a little bit of grunting right here. That is going to be my my newborn. He's going to be part of this video today, and which is one of the main reasons why we just gotta sit down. So this is going to be a long, not really a long, but it's going to be an in-depth video about why you guys don't see Off-road Outlaws on the channel anymore, why you see me post Fortnite, and we're going to get into all that, and why I'm going to be talking about more FS22 content coming to the channel. Okay, so we're going to be doing away with more than likely Fortnite. Obviously, my channel's not really centered around that. You know, it wasn't built on that, and I understand that. I was just trying to reach that audience if possible, but it seems like that's not going to quite do. So we got to reassess some things, right? So we're going to get into all that real quick and really dive deep into letting you guys know what's going on. All right, you guys. Now, for me to get kind of into the video in depth like I really want to, I mean, just everybody just kind of sit back, just listen to kind of what I got to say here. We're going over some things. We're really going to kind of talk about some in-depth things here and things that have happened behind the scenes that will more elaborate and explain onto in certain situations why I wasn't posting, why I kind of just went MIA. And they're things I've never talked about with anyone or made a video about because I never wanted to seem like I was just doing things for views, because that's not the type of person I am. So yeah, I'm talking about it now because I feel like, I don't know, maybe this is the time to talk to you guys about this stuff. But right here, you can see I started uploading things about 5 years ago on my YouTube channel. Okay, you can see we got this random video right here. I'm not really going to click on any of these. You see here we got some COD Mobile stuff, and you can see we got like Fortnite, right? So that's kind of where I was for a little while, kind of, doing little Fortnite videos and things like this, little clips of me doing stuff, this and that. So that's kind of why you guys see me kind of go back to that a little bit. And, and it was fun times, I really enjoy all this stuff, back when I learned how to play Claw and, so I'm just kind of going over things, and we're getting to the Offroad Outlaws. We're getting to the FS22, so don't go anywhere, you guys. This isn't a Fortnite video. It's not. Don't worry, okay? But you can see, like, right here, this was a great moment here. See here, I was definitely a lot newer to making videos and everything. We got Caitlin there, just having a good old time, right? Anyway, so it's kind of why you guys see me steer back to the Fortnite stuff there, because that's kind of where I started. But moving on from that, we're going to get on to a little more of kind of where the channel took off, right? So you can see here now, this took 4 years to get 8,800 views. And I mean, if you're getting 8,800 views in roughly like 24 hours, that's good. You're doing pretty good. Okay, that's not obviously the most amount of views in the world, but it's not the least. And it's a very, very happy medium place to where, honestly, that's decent. That's not horrible, right? But you see that took 4 years to get. So that's why Forza wasn't really my thing. It didn't really happen for me, right? So you can see here, if you kind of notice, I'm kind of searching. I'm finding my way. I'm finding my audience here on YouTube. And it was taking a little bit, and you can see like 4 years to get 1K views is not it. Like, there were times with Offroad Outlaws, I was getting 1,000 views in less than an hour, like 1,000 views in 20 minutes, So 4 years, yeah, you clearly see that's not going to cut it, okay? Not if you're wanting to have a career in YouTube and have a channel that you're going to maintain over a certain amount of time, like years and years and years to come, and that's what you're going to do for a living and be able to live off of that. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to happen. So you can see right here, we try to do like some IRL stuff, and I see that takes a little more investment in certain things and time consuming. So we don't really do that. We even get Fortnite montages, which is not a good idea because all this is, you can't even monetize that stuff. So what? And then, so I actually, I had a little cousin, right? And this is going over to the Offroad Outlaws side of things. Okay. Now, he played Offroad Outlaws before me. Okay. And he might even watch this video. I might even send it to him. All right. So Kobe, if you're watching this, so I guess it kind of, thanks to you for, posting the video you did about Offroad Outlaws, because I probably would have never played it because I didn't think Offroad Outlaws was a fun game. It did not look good to me. I just did not like it. And so you can see we had some little Fortnite stuff there. But you can see here, 4 years ago, you guys, 23,000 views. My very first video on Offroad Outlaws was 4 years ago, okay? Now, this is like a free money tutorial, going around, I think it was Woodlands, picking up the crates. I was very new to the game. I didn't really know much about it. But I knew people liked money in the game, and that was a big deal, okay? So being able to get that money easily was something that people would probably like to see and want to know about. Okay, now we did get a little clickbaitish right here. I can say that. I did not ever do any of this again, but I can say that that probably helped me really boost my channel. I remember I had posted this video right here about finding the car parts, you know, and I went to work that day with my dad, and I just was watching the video, man. It was just blowing up, like blowing up. Like I was just watching. I was like, dude, what is going on? And 1,000 views in a day for me back then was literally insane, you know? And so I saw this. And so, I'm a hard worker, you know? And so when I saw that, I was like, okay, I better kind of keep on going with this, right? So then we start doing stuff with Kat, and you see we're doing some videos here with Kat. We got her picture there.
Dirt bike.
Okay, yeah, let's jump back. And you see here, we kind of get into deep into the Offroad Outlaws content, right? And so I feel like this was a time, man, when my channel was like kicking off. I think I get monetized eventually, like somewhere down up in these videos. I don't remember which one. I don't remember at all when I first got monetized, but it happened pretty quick due to the Offroad Outlaws, right? And so that's what my audience was. I mean, like, look at these views on these videos, okay? Some of these I think are even nearing like maybe 1 million, maybe, I don't know. We got some pretty high viewed videos on down here somewhere. 440,000 views on this one. I mean, like, man, like, this is just like insane, you know? 4 years ago, that's still really good. But yeah, like, you can kind of see this, man, like all these views. You can clearly see my audience likes Offroad Outlaws. They like trucks. They like things of this nature. This is what my channel is based off of. This is my demographic right here. And so that is why I want to get back to this, okay? So, I mean, and I genuinely enjoy this type of content, but I cannot do Offroad Outlaws anymore. And I'm going to get into that. We can't do it. It's just, it is a dead end game. Like, it's not going to work out, okay? There's not enough content there. It's not for somebody that wants to post like this every single day. Back then, 4 years ago, there was enough content for this, okay? And there were still times when I was filling in content, even back there, in a time when they were, you know, putting out updates a lot more often than they do nowadays, right? So, but yeah, I mean, like, so they don't do that nearly as much as they do now. Like, the updates are very, very slow, very minimal, and don't amount to much. I mean, so, and then a lot of the audience, man, is gone from this. A lot of people that posted Offroad Outlaws back then don't even upload anymore as far as Offroad Outlaws goes. And, you know, it's just, it's not the way to go anymore, honestly. I mean, if you're doing good with it, hey, more power to you. If you can blow up on this and do good nowadays, I'm not saying you can't. But I feel for me and where I want to go with my channel, it's not for me. It's not for me anymore, right? So if we actually see here, you can see we had a lot of great videos, man. A lot of videos do really good, you know, building a lot of stuff like Braden Price's stuff, you know, just doing a lot of random stuff, you know. And here's something that kind of happened, right? So you see this video 4 years ago. We get into FS19, okay? So then I start dabbling into a little bit of FS19 roleplay, which I already kind of had experience in the roleplay because I had gotten pretty good about it because I was doing it in Offroad Outlaws. Now, Offroad Outlaws with roleplay, you are very, very, very limited on what you can do inside that game because it is a mobile game and it's not a PC game in which you can add mods and things like that. So, FS19, if you want a lifted truck, you can get a lifted truck. If you want a squatted truck, you can get a squatted truck. If you want a truck that's missing its bed, that doesn't have a hood, that's got the motor in the back of it, you can have that. And that really caught my attention. And I knew back then that is where I needed to be in FS19, FS22 content. That is where I knew I should have stayed when I was posting these. Right here, I should have slowly transitioned. Right here, I should have slowly transitioned from Offroad Outlaws into pretty much constantly putting out FS19 videos until I eventually just completely stopped uploading Offroad Outlaws. It's just, I know it may offend some people, I don't know, but you guys got to look at this. Like, I'm in this as for a career, not as just a hobby. Like, this is like how I make my living, right? So I make my living from TikTok shop. I do that. I'm not even going to put my TikTok shop out there. If you find it, cool. But I make a living from that, you know, and that's very good money. That is very good. Okay. So I'm thankful for that. But with that and the YouTube, you know, the YouTube doesn't really do much anymore. It's just mainly at this point kind of just a hobby. So thank goodness for TikTok shop. That's all I got to say. But anyway, so but yeah, so if you see this here, man, we're posting some farming simulator stuff here, some 19, and we're kind of going back and forth, you know, and which is fine, which is good. But one thing I wish I would have done is grinded more FS19 more consistently. You know, but you see this, man, the views, 339K versus 10K on that 4 years ago. It's just, my audience wasn't as big in FS19. I think that kind of bothered me a little bit because I wanted these to do as good as the Offroad Outlaws, which it was harder to make happen. You know, there's a lot of people out there that do FS19 stuff, or, you know, farm sim, we'll say that, because, you know, we're obviously in FS25 now. But there's a lot of people that do that. And it can be a little competitive, right? So it's kind of a little difficult to branch into, but you can. With consistency, determination, you can do it, okay? All right. So anyway, we're going to go on down some more. Okay, so we're going to get to more recent years. So you can see we're still doing FS19 stuff, you know, and you see we're still doing, you know, we even get into like some Roblox stuff too for a little bit, and that was pretty fun. We even did like a live stream on that, and that was pretty cool. But you can see here, we're just doing a lot of stuff, man. You know, we even get into a little bit of Snow Runner, and we're just going to kind of skim on down through here. We get into 3 years ago, okay, and we're still doing FS19 content consistently. You know, I always was consistently uploading. I made sure to do that. And then we get into No Limit, okay? So I think the first low limit video I'd ever done really just blew up, man. There was just so much, like 186K. That was a pretty dang good amount because that was a new game. 814,000 views on this video right here. It's just, that's insane. That's nearing a million. You're nearing a million views. That's wild. But anyway, so continuing, man, you can see right here, we get into, like I said, Snow Runner, and we're just going to skim on down. We're going to get pretty close to real time here. So we're going to get into some different analytics and stuff too, because you're going to see a drop off when I stop uploading, and that's what some, you know, we're going to talk about that as well. Now, for a little bit, we even got into some Forza Horizon 5 stuff, because I felt like the Offroad Outlaws videos, No Limit videos, were kind of falling off, man, and this is kind of where I started to see, like, you know, kind of started to regret not posting pretty much strictly FS19 content. So you can see here, this is kind of what I'm thinking, man. I should have kind of stayed with FS19 content because the Offroad Outlaws content started to die out right here. Like, it was already happening. And, you know, FS22 come out, so that was a little bit of boost there. Really started kind of getting into that. Transitioned over to FS22 stuff. Was still doing No Limit stuff, and things were kind of doing good. But thing is, man, at this point, 2 years ago even, if you didn't post a video like this saying something about instant gold, easy money, how to get unlimited money, you weren't going to get views. Like, look at this, 10K 2 years ago, and then all of a sudden we post this video like this, 165,000. Like, that's all people really cared about, was just constant, just money, money, money in the game. You know, how to get money, how to get money, how to get money. You post something about like building a truck, 8,000 views 2 years ago versus 170,000. You know, so it's just like you kind of see what people were after. Now, right here, we did kind of have a spike because they brought out the character animation stuff, and so this was a pretty good month here. You know, the video, the channel did pretty good here. Okay, and it did really good. But then it died out again because what did they do? They didn't update the game. They didn't feed off of that and keep going and going and going. They let it die out. Look at this, you guys. This is what I'm saying right here. 100,000 views 2 years ago. Now, obviously, people get 100,000 views in a few hours, 8 hours, 10 hours. I don't know if I'll get there for a long time, but maybe one of these days. But you see what I'm saying, though? That's still good views. And that was still, you know, things were doing good there for as far as the channel goes. But now, you see here, the updates die out. The hype of the update goes away. Look at the views start to drop off, okay? And we'll get little spikes here and there because they do a little something here and there. But they was always too far in between. It would just take forever for updates to come out and things like that. And so that's kind of where things went south, right? So the updates just weren't there. And so you can kind of start seeing me dabble in like different games. I'm trying to just find something to hopefully just really take off like Offroad Outlaws did in the beginning. And here I'm like, okay, I'm done with Offroad Outlaws. They're not updating it. It's just time to go on. So here I am. Full FS22 content right here. You can see it happening, okay? And we do a little bit of something here on that game, Hunter Call of the Wild, I guess. I don't remember even what that was. Anyway, so you can kind of see here FS22, 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 all FS22, okay? And then they come out with an update. Look how long it took them to come out with an update. So you got this whole entire section right here that they did not release an update. And so for somebody that's going to be doing content, it's just hard. You know, I'm not knocking anybody, but like it's just hard, man. It's just not a game you can really try to do like that if it's going to be your only game. And now for Farm Sim, FS22, FS25 can be your only game and you still do good because you provide your own content. They do not update that game like that, and they don't have to because of the type of game it is with mods and things like that. Allow you to pretty much make your own content, roleplay. You have that, you know, customizability and that freedom to do whatever you want, which makes it possible to be just a sole game that you can play on your channel and do very well. If you get, you know, out there to that audience. We got an engine on a stand, we got a motor lift, and we have a truck here. Like, you can't do that in Offroad Outlaws. Obviously, that's not what the game's centered around. That's just not what it is, and that's fine, you know. But as somebody that's looking for a game where they can really grow and build an audience more or less centered around role play, you want something like this, like FS22 stuff, FS25. So look right here, we finally get an update. Okay, so I start playing Offroad Outlaws again. I'm like, okay, yeah, we get an update. You know, let's play this. And the videos were doing good for a minute. Okay, and then they died out again. they died out. Like, you know, a year to get 10K, that's not very good. That's not very good. So they died out again. Okay, then I make this one about my map because they got destroyed. And then so we get back into FS22 because that died out. And here we are, we're doing some IRL stuff, you know, and things like that because I'm like, man, you know, just trying to make something happen. And so we got FS22 stuff again, some more Offroad. Like, it's just always been back and forth. We got Fortnite in there. It's just, now you see right here, everything's just kind of all over the place, but you can see we're still doing FS22, right? We get pretty, you know, in deep here with FS22, and the videos are okay. They're not getting many views, but we're being consistent, and it starts to kind of pay off a little bit. As you can see, the views start to go up somewhat. I think I even have one where the views got up pretty decently, 5K on that one. And, you know, it starts doing okay, right? And so you can see here different little videos and things like that. You know, we're going at it 6,200 10 months ago, you know, this and that. And so we're still just kind of going with the FS22, right? And then I think mainly I just kind of felt like I should be getting more views, you know, especially for how many subscribers I have. So it can kind of get to you mentally. So I was just like, man, maybe I should try something else. Okay. So I started doing a bunch of Fortnite stuff, you know, because the audience for Fortnite's it's a massive, it's huge. It's huge. It's huge. There's so many people that watch Fortnite, play Fortnite, but all those people aren't my subscribers, you know? So what good is it anyway? But you can see these videos, the views, man, they're not there. They're not there, obviously, at all compared to what it was. And so I'm doing this, you know, because at this point, I'm doing TikTok shop anyway, so I don't really care about views. I'm doing what I want to do. I don't care about the Offroad Outlaw. I don't care about none of that. You know, I'm just enjoying and having a good time. I'm just having a good time playing the game. And here I give one random FS22 video, FS20. I'm back to Fortnite. Like, don't do that. Keep your topic of your videos to one thing. Don't do this, you guys. Learn from me. If you're going to do Offroad Outlaws, stick to it. Don't change it up. But I don't recommend doing that as your only game. Maybe like FS22, FS25, FS19, stuff like that. But I mean, if you want to go for it, hey, go full swing, Offroad Outlaws, stick to it, grind it out. It can get very, very, I mean, like, it's hard mentally. YouTube, regardless of whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter. It can be very hard mentally. It can be very, you know, it can get to you sometimes. Things can. So just got to be strong, push through it, like we have done, you know. And anyway, so back to Fortnite stuff. We had one video kind of blow up there, 13K views. But yeah, that's kind of pretty much it. You know, I've just kind of been doing that. And we're here to 1 day ago. Okay, this is a video I uploaded a day ago. So you got this video that was uploaded a day ago versus videos you guys see me going over. And I play this game because I genuinely enjoy it. I love the game. Even if I'm making FS22 videos, you know, I'll still be playing this behind the scenes just because, you know, I enjoy playing it. You know, everybody's entitled to play anything they want behind the scenes. You know, it's just for the channel, it's not going to be Fortnite. It's just not it. So what we're going to be doing here, we're going to start out with FS22 content for a while. If it goes good and things go good, we're going to move over into FS25. Or probably dabble back and forth a little bit, you know, FS22, FS25. But that's where we're going to be. This channel is going to be converting over to completely just, my profile picture is probably going to change as well. Name's going to stay the same, but we're going to be a farming simulator channel pretty much from this day forward. Okay? Now, if you guys are excited about this, leave a like. We're not going to be doing any more Offroad Outlaws. I've kind of explained that, you guys. It's just there's not enough content there. Not enough consistent content. Content every 3 months is not going to happen, is not going to work. It's just not. Not for me. May work for somebody else, but me personally, it's not going to work for me. Okay? So I'm not telling you to not make any Offroad Outlaws videos. You can do whatever you want, obviously. It's your channel. If you have a channel, this and that, you know, do whatever you want, you know. But I'm just saying, you guys, this is mainly for all those people that ask me, hey, where's Offroad Outlaws videos? I mean, you should play that. Why don't you play it anymore? This is why. There's not enough content there for me to make videos on that game. There's just not. There is not. But with FS22 and FS25, there's endless. There's endless amount. It's infinite amount of content as long as I can be creative and make it up myself. And I know I have no problem doing that. Okay? So that's what we're going to be doing from here on out. So if you guys are interested and really want to see that FS22 content, like the video, man. Like it up right now. Like the video. Subscribe if you're new. All that good stuff. And the next video you guys see will be of FS22. Like I said, we're going to do that for a little bit. Things go good, we'll move into FS25, and we'll pretty much stay around like FS25 content pretty much from then on out. We're just gonna do FS22 content for a little bit, and just kind of see where things are. You know, if we're getting like 10 views per upload, yeah, I'm not investing in FS25 because it was like be pointless unless I just really just genuinely want it, you know. And you know, I'll get it at some point, but I'm not gonna, you know, go out of my way to get FS25 if because you know, I kind of want to do it for you guys too. Like, I enjoy it, but I also want to do things for you guys too, because y'all deserve a channel where you can come and watch, hang out, and things like that. You know, y'all deserve that, you know, because y'all been here for a while. Some of you have. But if you guys have made it to this point in the video, be sure to let me know down in the comments right now, because a lot of you that have made it here are going to be the OG subscribers, okay? And a lot of you that clicked out way before this, you're not an OG subscriber. It's what it is. If you're an OG, you would hang out for the whole time. All right, so we're going to go right here. You guys can kind of see that we didn't have any uploads for like January, February, March, April, May, June. You know, we didn't have so many months, man, without uploads. And all of a sudden, you know, you'd see me uploading this and that, and then we'd go MIA. Now, just due to health reasons right here, I couldn't upload for quite some time, at least a good year. And so that's kind of all I really want to say without getting, you know, into too much. So I just don't want to. It's just not who I am. So yeah, just health reasons. So we couldn't really do much there. And so I feel like the channel died out a lot then too. So, you know, that doesn't really help. But we're going to be posting some stuff, you know, and getting back with it. And yeah, I hope to see you guys stick around. And I hope you're here for the comeback of this channel. Hopefully we can turn this channel around and get to making some FS22 content for you guys. If you did enjoy this one, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Appreciate you guys for staying till the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one.